It was a sad day when 2 Point University, my alma mater, closed its doors. Of course, Jumbo Megacorp had purchased the old campus with plans to turn it into the county's deepest swimming pool. But many of us have stayed hopeful that one day TPU would rise from its soggy, chlorinated ashes and find a new home in 2 Point County once again. Wouldn't that be nice?
If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. Are reminded that you came here on purpose. The campus has opened a new building. Good for us.
Now that's easy listening. The sound of 2 Point County on 2 Point Radio. Ricky Hawthorne waxing the waves lyrically and literally on 2 Point Radio. Why don't you listen to this next track and I'll take that pebble out of my shoe.
Education is non-refundable. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. Now taking students for School of Thought. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello.
We've got breaking news for you on 2 Point Radio. A zoo worker at the Crockle Bay Zoo has fallen into the gibbon enclosure. It's been reported that they're not under any immediate danger, and zoo officials are currently negotiating with the gibbons for the employee's release.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
Sometimes I get asked what I would have done had I not gone into the disc jockeying trade. Well, as a young boy, I dreamed of being a spy. Yes, I pined for a life of international intrigue and late-night dinners at the county's expense. Sadly, to be a spy, you need to be able to whisper, and I just can't do it. When it comes to disclosing secrets, you don't want my persistent volume and crystal clear intonation.
Staff are reminded to be inspirational. If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. Announcement. Hitting the box doesn't mean what you think it means. Students are reminded to be in two places at once.
Hey guys, hear me out. What if we went back to school?
It started as a class reunion and ended with them back in class.
That's crazy! Hey, I'm climbing on a statue. Whoa. Everybody get in the shed! I can't revise anymore. My knees hurt.
Roger and Cushion is varsity freshman in Immature Students.
Students are reminded to find themselves. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum.
And we've got an update for you on the story of the zoo worker that fell into the gibbon enclosure. We're now hearing that the employee is rising through the gibbon's social structure. Fascinating stuff. There's no word on what gibbons are, but I believe they're a kind of amphibious cat. Little smooth creatures with whiskers and a big bushy tail. Fantastic.
Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Hard work may or may not pay off. We're approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. summer break would be a convenient time for construction.
We are joined by Professor Hamish Curlybanks of the Pebbly Frog Sanctuary, who tells me gibbons are nothing like an amphibious cat. What's going on, Hamish?
That's right, Ricky. Gibbons are actually, well, they're land mammals and apes, much like ourselves, but with very long arms.
Apes, you say? Well, I never. Thanks for joining us, Professor. There's nothing I like more than being corrected on air.
The academic year is now over. The yearly results are in. Another average year. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. New students should make a good first impression. No pressure. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
It's time for Chef Ricky's morsel of the day. You can buy breadcrumbs from any self-respecting supermarket or interweb parlor replacement service, but there's something to be said for doing it the old-fashioned way, by throwing the loaf against a brick wall until it disintegrates into a fresh and flaky nothingness. It'll take a good couple of hours, but boy is it worth it.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
We've got breaking news and a surprise twist from the gibbon enclosure. The zoo worker, first thought lost to the diminutive apes, has become their leader. They claim to have learned to love the gibbons, their way of life, and their disproportionately lengthy arms. So, instead of going to work in the zoo every day, they'll just be living there, I suppose. That's one way to skip the morning traffic. I've been Ricky Hawthorne. Good night.
Students are asked not to ask questions. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. created a marketing project. Nicely done. Plagiarism is not a belief system. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Felicity Bellbottoms, and you may be listening to Campus Radio. Unfortunately, our broadcasting signal has taken a hit due to some of our equipment being prematurely recycled. One of our reporters is in a skip, looking for the parts as we speak. So, consider that colourful visual, and we'll be right back.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. end of the academic year. Try not to worry.
We're back, and so is our broadcasting signal. Thanks to Hugh for getting in the skip. By his own account, he was happy to do it, adding that the view from inside the skip offered him an entirely new perspective on campus. Now, if that's not an idea for a segment, I don't know what is.
Enjoy your summer. I know I will. The yearly results are in. Not bad, I suppose. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Students should check in before trying to learn.
Let's hear from Hugh, who's fresh out the skip with a story about an unusually cloudy weekend for one of the county's hottest locations.
Students at the Breaking Point campus were expecting a weekend full of sun, laughter, and knockabout fun. But a dark cloud has washed away their optimism, leaving them with sadness and no real use for all that sun cream. They were forecast a weekend of sun and balmy temperatures, but what they got was a drizzly and altogether grey affair. Spare a thought for them, sitting inside. Their sandals, sandless. Their skin, cool and unburnt. Fliss, back to you.
Janitor needed in dormitory. maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember? There's a fly in here.
Hey, guys, hear me out. What if we went back to school?
It started as a class reunion and ended with them back in class.
That's crazy! Hey, I'm climbing on a statue. Everybody get in the shed! I can't revise anymore. My knees hurt.
Roderick Cushion is varsity freshman in Immature Students.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. passengers should be checked in and then removed immediately.
We're now hearing that the bored students in Breaking Point have been seen riding around campus in maintenance carts used by janitorial staff and the local Coast Guard. It's a sobering reminder to all of us that you can't take a golf cart without asking just because it's a bit cloudy.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless.